Let me finish what I started before the data cut me off, data shortage. So anyway, regarding media, yeah, it's so amazing how who you may get this awesome idea in someone while thinking. I'm gonna think exactly like I know how people think when they see me, because I don't know if anybody has had that experience when you do something and the thing is amazing, it's unique, it's you, it's your idea, and then someone else says, "Oh, I could have done better." But you had thought of it. So then that person who may have thought that they could have done better, they're popular and they go ahead, they execute your ideas, and then they take credit for it, and you never really get credit because you are not the popular one. You are not the one that people like. You don't have the friends, the fuel to back it up. So this is what I was talking about, putting things out there. Question is, do you go ahead and provide information and ideas to people who scorn you, who's going to put you down, just out of your effort to survive? And then when you do that, you actually are giving them more information in order to destroy you with, in order to steal your identity, not just steal it, to trample on it and to rip you off of it, because that was your only means of survival. So this is where I'm going with media and the arts. Being in the arts, in my experience, is not at all good for people who have suffered oppression, discrimination, etc. Because the voice that will be speaking will most often is not going to be the voice of the oppressed. It may be the voice of the oppressor speaking, or at least the voice of one who scorns you. At least in my lifetime, that is what I have experienced. I have seen my original artwork stolen. For example, the Chains of Obsession was a novelette that I wrote back in college years, and that was stolen and put on broad television, and I never found out who stole it, and I never got credit for it. It was a lifetime of mine that was stolen, and I suffered consequently because it was taken from me. The Chains of Obsession was a novelette that I wrote, and it became a mini series when I was in New Jersey back in 1997, working hard, trying to learn and figure out how I'm going to survive in the job market. There I came home and I saw The Chains of Obsession as a mini series for a week on TV. Main character, everything was the same, even the title, except that the female character was changed into a male and vice versa. Plot was the same. Very sad. So it wasn't the first time constantly, because I was like a straight A student, national merit scholar. People used to sort of like admire me, and that was how I survived, just from my hard work and the gravitation that I had of people coming to me for help. But as I got older, I guess people got wiser around me and learned how to take credit from me and give it to others. And this is where I say it's partly spiritual. It might be just sociology, but I don't think it's sociology strictly, because of the fact that I can't see the power just coming off just like that, just a social trick just like that. Because how is it that I had people, and how is it that I no longer had people? How is it that every single person would turn against me? Because I think logic would have it that if somebody is doing something against you, somebody's gonna think and say, "Wow, wait a minute here, there's something wrong," but not one individual. And interestingly enough, when I am out of the system, I always find an individual that do stand up for me. For example, now at the new job that I'm in, I'm out of the system. Nobody really knows anybody here, and I find people standing up for me, and I find myself being able to be me. Unfortunately, I'm not the young me. I am a middle-aged me. And I've suffered through my youth where I never had the opportunity to have what I'm experiencing right now. So it's really sad for me to acknowledge that. But it is the reality that I have lived. And